Oh,
Oh,
hello.
hi. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I don't know why, because I was removed from the lesson before.
Okay, no problem. So what's your name and where are you from?
My name is Daud Stianto. I'm from Indonesia.
Oh, okay, cool. Nice to meet you. I'm Antonia and I'm from Ireland, but I live in Vietnam currently.
Oh, that's part of Southeast Asia. Uh-huh.
I love Indonesia too.
Oh, have you been here before?
Yeah, I lived in Bali for um like 7 months, I guess.
Okay,
Mhm.
that's
What part of
lovely.
Indonesia do you live in? Jakarta?
I live beside the Bali Island. It's Central Java. So the island is called Java Island.
Yeah, yeah. I know Java. I nearly got a job there, but I decided not to.
Oh, okay.
Mhm. So, why are you learning English? Is it for any reason in particular?
Well, first of all, I'd like to take an IELTS exam for next 3 months, and after the next 3 months, yeah. And after
Mhm.
that, you know that often when I meet with a new person, it make me nervous, especially when speaking another language like English. So it make me nervous. I don't know why. Maybe it's kind of mental block or something else. That's why I want to overcome this kind of fear. Mhm. And it's really, what is that? Um, I'm not really comfortable with this kind of situation when often I need to um, deal with my nervous or fear. I don't know why. That's why I try to use this Cambly app, and after that, from the platform, I can put myself into a common situation, so it
Mhm.
won't make me nervous again. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Something like that.
Okay, I see. Yeah, it's really normal to feel nervous when you're speaking a new language. That's kind of part of it, to be honest. Most people don't know, but a huge part of learning a language is confidence, like being able to speak it and try. So yeah, it's really normal. The practice makes perfect. So the more you do it, the more comfortable you will feel speaking. Mhm.
All right. And
And
it's
are you
been like many years. I mean, like, I don't know. I think I need to see some um, therapies or not. But when I well prepare, for example, when I need to speak in public, or I used to be a teacher in elementary school.
Mhm,
We use English all the time. In 90% of the conversation is in English.
mhm.
When I saw myself at that time when I can prepare all of the things very well, then I didn't feel any nervous, but like spontaneous things like this, sometimes it makes me nervous. So,
Mhm. Yeah, that's really normal. I don't think you need a therapist. I work in psychology, so I don't
oh,
think it's I don't think it's a psychological problem. I think it's more maybe just testament to your personality. Um, Me personally, when I first started teaching on Cambly, I really didn't enjoy it that much. I'm usually quite shy with people when I first meet them anyway, unless I kind of know of them. If they're just a complete stranger, it's usually a bit, I guess, awkward for me. um, but I think when you're using a platform like Cambly, you really don't know who's going to be on the other end. Like you can obviously look at a teacher's profile and watch a video of them, but they
mhm.
might be completely different from the video. Like I know I look really different now. My accent's changed a lot since I took that video. So I think it's really normal to feel quite nervous when you're talking with essentially a stranger on the internet.
Okay. So I don't need to see therapists, yeah?
I don't think so, but I have a very unique view of therapy and psychology in general. I think we all should go to see therapists. I think it should be like going to the dentist. I think you should go like once every 6 months because everyone goes through like psychological problems. Our lives are not easy. Life can be really challenging. So it's really important to like build resilient mental fitness, just like physical fitness. It's important to understand how to cope with different emotions and different events. Notice maybe when you're feeling a little bit down and how to like correct that kind of behavior. Um, so yeah, I think it's really important to go to a therapist, but I think um, they wouldn't focus on your public speaking too much. Although when I went to therapy years and years ago, um, to be a better psychologist, I learned so much more about myself that I think it made me more confident. So it might help your confidence levels.
Oh, I see.
And what are your hobbies? What do you like to do in your free time?
In my leisure time, I love go jogging, um, but I skip for maybe three or a couple times
Hmm.
because when I woke up in the morning, I felt so tired, so I skipped the exercise. And the other thing that I also love doing is swimming.
Hmm.
It's sometime I did it. I do that one once in a week. Once in a
Hmm.
week. I went to or I go to the swimming pool here. I need to buy the ticket, and yeah, that's it. Swimming and jogging.
Oh, nice. Very good. And do you have a family or do you live alone?
I live with my wife, my spouse. She works at school, so I used to work at the same school, but because of the company regulation, then we cannot be together. It means we need to work apart. So I
Oh.
resigned from that job. Then I'm currently now working with Kotlin. It's international company. I work online and I work from home. And
Hmm.
my wife work on site. She needs to go to school every day, things like
Hmm.
that.
Oh, I see. So you actually weren't allowed to work in the same school, like legally?
Yeah. So it's
Oh, that's
actually a freelance job. I signed the contract for a year. The
mm-hmm.
company name is Kotlin. I'm one of a digital art tutor.
Oh, I see. That's interesting. Do you miss teaching like on site or
Yeah,
yeah?
I miss to
Me too.
meet with, interact with my student, especially elementary children. Yeah, like the age around 8 to 10 years old, because
Mhm,
they are lovely, and I think the children with the range of the age 8 to 10 years old,
mhm,
they they are what is that? They want to listen to the other people, especially adult, especially the teacher. What the
mhm,
teacher say, they always do that, because a lot of parents say, "Mister, Sir," they call me that one. Can
mhm,
you tell my daughter? Can you tell my son that he doesn't want to do this thing, and he report to me, and after that, okay, I will tell your daughter, I will tell your son about that one, and he did it later. He did it
mhm.
what I said later. So
Oh,
that's lovely. I mean, like the interaction between the teacher and student is not only just teacher and student, but more than that. I
mm,
can learn with their behavior and how to engage with themselves, things like that. It's a lot of things, especially with the children world. Yeah, I love
mhm.
it.
Yeah, definitely. You're kind of like a parent, I think, when it's young children, especially.
Yeah,
You do play a huge role in kind of shaping their childhood and their life, I guess. And I'm wondering, have you ever visited Bali?
just one time in a lifetime.
And the last time?
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
because I had a project before. I became an interpreter, and after that, I got a job. People from United States, they need to use my service, and after that, this is a charity actually or voluntary activity,
Mhm,
from church. So the sponsor gave me a free ticket flight to Bali, and after that, we went to another island called Labuan Bajo. It's next
mhm,
to Bali.
mhm. Oh, nice. And did you enjoy it, or did you say you won't go back, or?
Not really, because I love travel overseas compared to Bali. Because Bali for me, it's a bit pricey when you see the flight ticket here, domestic
Ah, I
flight ticket.
see. We're running out of time now, but